Hi, my name is Meshel. I'm an African American, or better known as Black woman. All my life, I've always wanted to be black. I never wanted to be anything different. But lately, society has made me feel like being black isn't such a good thing, even though I know it's a great thing. My culture, my people have never been treated fairly throughout America's history, and it's never been easy to be black in America. I mean, we're talking about from being taken from the motherland, brought to America through 300 years of slavery, Jim Crow laws following right after that, redlining after the Great Depression, the killing of our political leaders during the Civil Rights Movement, to crack cocaine in our neighborhoods, mass incarceration, to now being killed on camera while being unarmed by police, the men and women who are supposed to protect us. My culture, honestly, is the definition of a struggle, but we also embody the definition of strength. We have never let something hold us down to the point that we have never could make it or succeed, especially in America. I mean, we're talking about from going from inventing peanut butter to becoming a president of the United States. Black culture infects American culture in many ways. I mean, from music to dance to food and just in general Black culture and American culture go hand in hand, but it's not always seen that way. It's seen that a lot of people want us to lose our spirit of being black and just be one culture. And like we're all human beings, but that's just not the case because I don't feel the same as the next, to say, or white person or even Hispanic. I am black because my culture is black, and that's where I embody my whole being from. With that being said, I believe that my culture goes hand in hand with education as well because we are truly some of the leaders of education. I mean, we fought for education all our lives. We weren't even given the opportunity. We're talking about going back from slavery days again, where we weren't even allowed to read or write. And if we were caught reading or writing, that would mean death, basically. And that just shows the strength of not only education, but ourselves, and how we made it this far. For me, being a black woman able to study in college, like I've our culture has come a long way when it comes to education because across 600, 300 years ago, we would never have seen this happening, which is a great thing. So education is very important in our culture, though it might not seem that it is because public schools are terrible and a lot of African Americans are like highly populated in public schools and the public school system has not been treating it fairly. It is not the child's fault of their education, but it is we're seen as the problem. But I believe that African Americans are the solution. With that being said, though, for my global learning project, I think I want to compare the two cultures of African American culture and just African culture because a lot of times they want to pin us as if we are very much different, and I don't really think that's the case. And how a lot of people might say like, "Oh, well, Africans really from the motherland," but technically we are too. We just didn't have the opportunity to grow up there, and that wasn't out of choice. So to say that we are much different really isn't the same. So I plan on finding and meeting a person who is from the Africa continent, and hopefully we can get together and just show each other. I'm in hopes that we show each other that we aren't much different and that we can come together. We don't have to live that separate life of, oh, where she's African, I'm African American. Like, as it is much different. We know it's not. I'm actually very excited for this project because it gives me opportunity to meet a new person or maybe even multiple people and just really put myself out there more than I usually would. So I'm excited to see how this goes. Thank you.